Good morning, Malaysia. Welcome to Be Brave with me, Yusma Ghazali. On this program, we aim to stimulate, communicate, and most importantly, motivate all you wonderful viewers out there. To help me to achieve this target is none other than my lovely guest motivator. Today, we are with Evelyn Samuel, a communication specialist. Okay, Evelyn, today's topic is Dare to Perform Under Pressure. Now, pressure is a big word, and everybody has gone through pressure in life, right? So, what is pressure, Evelyn, just to start the ball rolling?
Pressure is the opposite of comfort, basically. So when someone is out of their comfort zone, when they're doing things maybe in shorter times than they would like, with fewer resources than they would like, with people they may not like, all of these things are pleasurable things.
Pleasurable things, yes, yes. So in what scenario does it occur most?
In today's environment, almost everywhere.
Almost
you know, we
everywhere,
have deadlines to meet. We've got to do more with less. Less money, less help, less resources. Everybody's multitasking. And the pressure really is finding enough time to rest or relax. And sometimes we abuse our bodies. So our bodies feel pressured because our minds do not make decisions that allow them rest and repair time.
So this is not healthy.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
Right. Will it eventually take its toll?
It will, because it's very interesting that doctors say that 90% of illnesses are not from organic causes, but they are from stress.
Stress.
And pressure, when it's applied over a long time, becomes distress. There are actually two types of stress, distress and eustress. And eustress is good stress. It's the kind of pressure that makes us do better. But when we are under negative stress, that's what we call distress. And when we say, I'm stressed out, it means negative stress.
So what is meant by saying someone has to perform under pressure?
To be able to meet certain deadlines, multitask, please lots of people, the boss, the family, the dog. It could be against the weather.
I see.
So performing under pressure now has become a daily thing.
A daily thing.
Yes.
Right. So how do we cope with this kind of pressure? That's what we want to know.
Prioritize.
I see.
Because we can't do everything. If we're trying to do everything, we're going to crack under the strain. There's no such thing as perfection. So we do need to prioritize. It's good to have plan Bs. So in case one thing doesn't work out, you have something else to fall back on. It is also very, very healthy to know what the options are so that we're not stuck. If something goes wrong, then we won't feel, oh my goodness, what am I going to do now?
Yes. Okay, even we have to take a short break right now because we've got to show the viewers at home the short drama that we've prepared that further describes a situation where he or she has to dare to perform under pressure. And today's drama, Evelyn, is entitled The Armada Project. Let's take a look.
So, Mr. Harris, although this is still a rough estimate, my biggest fear is that we will be missing the deadline by all accounts.
All right, everyone. What I would like to stress today is times are hard. Yeah? And we do not have that many projects coming in lately. And whatever projects we try to beat now, we have better get it. And speaking of projects, we have one important project to catch, and that is the Armada. Hafiz, I want you to work real hard on this. As we all know, we are going through a very rough time now. Right? So make sure that it comes through. I'm counting on you, Hafiz. So I'm afraid you have to work hard. Not hard, sorry, but harder for the next few weeks. Don't let me down. I know for the past few months you have been leading quite a few projects, but none of them has come true. All right, folks, Let's adjourn this meeting.
Yes.
Abang, it's Daniel.
Hi, what's wrong with Daniel?
I just got a call from the nursery and he's not well. I think we got to bring him to the clinic, huh?
Okay, why don't you do that? Can you take Daniel to the clinic and I'll be along later?
Sure, but aren't you coming?
No, not right now. I've got a lot on my hands. Why don't you go ahead and take Daniel to the hospital and I'll see you there later.
Okay, alright, bye.
Alright, bye. Yes, hello. Yes, Daniel, he's okay, isn't he?
Not really. Not so good news because just now I brought him to the clinic, right? And the doctor said that his fever is very high. So I now have to bring him to the specialist center and he's warded. So are you going to come anytime soon?
Yes. I'm coming right now. Okay.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye.
Welcome back to the show, viewers. For those of you who've just joined us, you are watching Be Brave with me, Yusma Ghazali, joined by my lovely studio guest, motivator, Evelyn Samuel. Now, Evelyn, we just showed the viewers the short drama entitled The Armada Project. And it's a scenario whereby an office worker, he has just too many things that he has to do. And at the same time, his child is diagnosed with a problem. And at the same time also, his boss is really demanding the results from him. So what is the best thing to do when we are faced with this kind of dilemmas?
Prioritize, and sometimes, like in this case, both were very high priority. So he needs to take himself out of each equation and see whether it could work. Could the project be managed without him? Could his wife manage without him? You know, so sometimes we need to toss around what our options are and what the worst case scenario would be before deciding. In this case, though, he decided to juggle everything.
Yes.
And it looked like he had the health, strength, and energy to do so.
Right,
So great,
right.
it worked out. It worked out for him.
Right.
But definitely there are other ways of approaching a situation like this.
What are the other ways that we can use?
Well, in an office situation, one of the wonderful things that's available to us these days is outsourcing.
Outsourcing, okay.
So we ask ourselves, which parts do I need to do and nobody else can do? Which other parts can I delegate?
Delegate, it's a very important word, isn't it? Delegate.
It's very
Delegate your
important and
responsibility.
critical for us to get where we want to without burnout.
I see. So how do you actually delegate your responsibility to the other person? Do you fully delegate, that means you don't take care of anything at all?
Oh no, when you delegate a task, we delegate responsibility, but we delegate the authority, but not the responsibility. If you ask someone to do something for you and you say, I'm going to trust you to do this, we're still accountable for the result. So we still need to provide that person with the correct resources, a feedback mechanism, guidance. That is skillful delegation. And it's a wonderful, wonderful help. Because let's face it, emergencies happen. We never know when we might not be able to turn up for the office. And we don't want a project to fail.
Yes.
So it is always good to have a buddy, to have a backup.
Right.
And it also helps with succession planning, all kinds of things.
I see. So whenever we're faced with these kind of problems, right, does the results will normally be bad when we have to work under pressure?
Not necessarily. There's some people who thrive under deadlines. There are some people, it's a personality type. You know the type A personalities?
Okay.
Type A personalities love to do as much as possible.
Right.
And this is the type that will find it difficult to delegate.
I see.
Because they actually take pleasure in doing it. Yeah.
In achieving everything in a short space of time.
Yes, because they've got so much to offer. And that's not a bad thing, except what happens if you can't? What happens if you have a personal emergency?
Right.
So then the project might fail, not because you're a failure, but you didn't share. So it's always good to have someone that you can share the responsibilities with. You can delegate authority, but not responsibility.
Okay, Evelyn, we will have to take another short break because we have to show the viewers at home the continuation of today's short drama, and we'll find out whether or not our office worker has the ability to juggle and also perform under pressure. So let's take a look at our short drama.
Jarvis, this is the report that you wanted.
Not right now.
Is everything okay, Jarvis?
My son's just been warded. I really have to go.
Jarvis, how's your son?
Not good. He's got a heart problem.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I wonder he's sick all the time.
Why have you come to the office?
I've got to work on the project.
But it's getting late.
I know, but it's something I've got to do.
Okay, you take it easy then.
Right. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
Honey, could you get me some water, please?
Sure.
Mr. Ng. Yes. I've done it. It's done. I had a meeting and an emergency after that. Yeah. Don't worry. I will be sending it off tonight. I'm going to the office. Yes, that's right. You'll be waiting, yeah? Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much.
This is your drink, dear.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, thank you.
What's that?
Mr. Ng, I was in the middle of doing some paperwork for him, and then the meeting, and then your call. I forgot to send it out.
Honey, I got something to tell you.
What is it?
I went to the office today, they gave me a letter and I've got retrenched.
What?
Yeah. Well, the company is restructuring because of the bad times, and half of us have got retrenched, so I'm one of them. I'm sorry I got to tell you this.
Hey, Javis, working late again.
Yes, I have to.
Don't work too hard, Javis.
I must. My son's in the hospital. My wife just got retrenched. Mr. Harris is breathing down my neck due to this Armada project.
I'm sorry to hear about your wife. Man, there's a lot of things happen at the same time.
Yeah, but what to do? I don't want to get retrenched just like my wife.
Okay, Javis, I got to go now. You take it easy, okay?
Good morning, Armada Corporation. Yes, hold on.
All right, guys. You all ready for it? Okay, nail it, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Harris! You early? Early bird catches the worm.
Is your team ready?
Oh, sure. Come. Sure. Come on, guys. Let's go.
I hope you get the project. All the best to you.
Thanks, Alex. I've really worked hard for this one.
Yep.
Well, everything's fine.
Good, Mr. Harris. Good.
I like it. I like it.
Good presentation, Mr. Harris. I hope this project will be a success.
Oh, sure. Don't worry.
See you again.
Okay. Hafiz. Congratulations. You have done really well. I'm proud of you.
Thank you very much.
And Alex have told me that you have worked really hard despite, the adversities that you've experienced lately. Anyway, how is your son now?
He's getting better, sir. In fact, he's getting discharged tomorrow.
Ah, good. I really salute you, Hafiz. You dare to perform under pressure. Not many people are able to have the kind of strength and determination that you have.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
Oh, anyway, since you got us the Armada project, I will pay for your son's hospital bills.
Are you serious, sir?
Yes, I have never been more serious.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much.
Don't mention it anyway. Why don't you take the rest of the day off? You look so haggard. You haven't been sleeping properly, have you? Okay, right, I have to go now. Okay, I'm busy, so anytime. Good work.
Thank you again, sir.
Keep it up. All right?
Way to go, Hafiz.
Hey, this is all hard work. Wouldn't be able to do without you. Yeah, look. Thanks, sir.
Well, viewers, there you have it, the conclusion of today's drama entitled The Armada Project, where we discovered that the office worker managed to perform under pressure. Evelyn, what are the key ingredients to develop this kind of attitude, to dare to perform under pressure? Because it's not easy, actually, when there's so many things that in your head. It's not easy to focus on that particular job.
Well, I would like to borrow something that I heard which was very useful from a coach who was helping business owners, small business owners, who had a multitude of things to do and you very often get stuck. And this is very good advice, is to make lists of things to do and to prioritize your list for the day.
I see.
Once you have a list for the day, pick out the things that you must do for that day.
Okay.
And don't try and get them all done, unless it happens to be a good day.
Okay.
But, you know, leave room to be able to move some of the tasks to another day.
Okay.
But once you have got your top 2 or 3 priorities, make sure those are done, rather than trying to do everything. It doesn't work well. It doesn't work well at all.
I see, okay. You mentioned previously about those kind of people who just thrive on pressure, right? What is the key factor that drives them to behave in such a way?
Just a personality type. Just there are 2 types of people, type A's and type B's. And the type A's actually love to get going and do things. They love deadlines, they love challenges. And type B's don't. And it's great that there are 2 types in the world. If there was only one type, either type A's would drive everybody mad, or type B's, nothing would get done. So it's nice to have a balance. And it's important for us to understand whom we have around us, to understand our own personality types, and to cooperate with each other in order to get the results that we want to get the priorities met.
Right, right. So, so pressure is a good thing then?
Yes.
Because without it, we'll probably not be pushed so hard.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So is there any instance that pressure is a bad thing?
It can be when we don't know how to stop. When we push ourselves to the limit, when we do not take enough time to rest, not enough time to relax. There are people now who maybe do not have a day of rest because they might even have more than one job. And that takes its toll. It takes its toll because actually the brain starts to slow down when it does not have time to be refreshed. So if that is the scenario, then we need to find some space in a day to have fun, to laugh, to listen to music, to joke, just to rejuvenate, you know.
Just take all this pressure off.
Even if it's just 5 minutes every 5 hours or something, that helps. That helps, but not to just keep going.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you even for that great tip. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. I would like to thank Evelyn for joining me in today's show, and of course all you wonderful viewers at home for tuning in to Be Brave. So remember, if dreams you crave, be brave. Take care.